A lot of people don't realize all the work and trouble a guy's got to go through for deer hunting.
You know, another thing they don't realize is that shooting the deer is one thing, and then afterwards, that's when the work starts.
Takes all the fun right out of it.
Right.
Forest County like this, you only got one warden for the whole county. And they just more or less said that, hell with Forest County, let them shoot everything they want.
Is that right?
Yep, he's overdoing it.
We want to catch this on video.
That's all he lives for, is hunting, you know, hunting and fishing. And I mean, he's pretty successful at it.
Well, yeah, if you would just put yourself into it.
And who was she, what was her position?
I've been hunting probably about 47, 48 years.
I was at the paper mill and Ron and Nick bought me a 30-30. And, well, I've been hunting pretty near, let's see, I'd say close to 40 years. I always hunted just by myself till Ron got big enough and he'd go with me. We'd sit somewhere and I'd sleep and he'd sit there and watch for deer. Hold the gun. He wasn't old enough to have the gun, but I'd give it to him.
Shoot, you gotta move the log.
But you take hunters, and when there's a deer involved, common sense is gone.
That's right.
I mean, I've seen that so many. I was hunting with Ron,
So where do we go next?
my buddy of mine, and his two boys. And I was walking behind them, and that boy had a brand new automatic rifle, Remington or something. And it loaded, and he's got that sucker coming out like that. And the other two, dad and a boy ahead of
Right
him.
in front of him.
And he had that thing waving right up and down. And hold it. I stopped everybody. I said, you take that gun and put it across your arm and point it out in the woods. And, I mean, we had a little clock right there. I mean, it's simple little things that can happen. That bullet, boy, he's got no mercy on anybody.
I was trying to drive the old-fashioned way, but it wasn't working too good. Here. Huh?
It's serious.
That's serious.
I mean, you don't take breaks like this. You're sitting
No,
out there in
no,
the
he's
stand. I mean,
right.
from daylight to dark. And I mean dark from dark.
When you can't see the end of the gun barrel, that's when you come out of your stand.
And that's only, you know.
Yeah.
I hunted with some guys from Monaco that were that way. They shot everything. That one hunting, Ron was on a drive. He was in high school. And then a bunch of drivers was out there. The drivers kicked up some deer and they all started shooting at it. And Ron come out. I said, you see anything? No, but he says, the bullets was whizzing over top of my head. And he said, I laid down and crawled under a big tree. He says, I could hear the bullets. And I said, you did? Yeah. And I said, that's crazy. That. Nope. And so I said, well, it was close to noon. I said, let's take off. Tell them we're going to town. So we did. Oh, no, we got a couple more drives, this and that. No. We got in the car and we left, and that was the last I ever went with drivers.
She's making her own.
When the drivers, if somebody gets shot for a rotten deer,
I know things are different in Forest County.
Yeah.
Our gun just as soon have it 7 feet or 10 feet.
Did you get that one on film?
All right.
It's better to give the animal let's just say, a quicker death than to watch them starve to death. There are years when loggers find in a week, you know, sometimes 200 and 300 deer that have starved to death.